Welcome to Everyday Aromatherapy. I'm Jason Rivers. Join me as we explore how to incorporate the healing properties of essential oils into your daily life. Welcome to the show. In this episode, as you may have already guessed, I'm going to share with you two simple recipes for aromatherapy blends. I chose to film this particular episode in the evening because the first recipe that I'm going to share with you is for a facial oil which is best applied at night. The second recipe that I'm going to share with you is for an air purification formula, which you can make into either a room spray, as we're going to do this evening, or you can add it to a vaporizer. So let's get to that first recipe. Here's what you're going to need to make a nighttime facial oil. 2 teaspoons, which is approximately 10 milliliters of a suitable base oil. I've chosen to use camellia oil, Camellia japonica. You'll need 2 drops of chamomile essential oil, Chamomillum nobile, and you'll also need an amber bottle in which to store your potted blend. So far in the series, when we've needed to use an oil as the base for our aromatherapy blends, I've chosen to use those oils that you probably already have in your kitchen cabinet. Camellia oil, which is a fixed oil extracted from the seeds of the Camellia japonica plant, is most likely not in your kitchen cabinet, and you probably won't find it in your local grocery store. So unless you have a massage supply store, you're probably going to have to purchase this oil online. I ordered mine from apothecaryshop.com. Now, you might be asking yourself, why, if aromatherapy is supposed to be simple, am I using an oil that is not necessarily readily available? Well, the reason is that I want to slowly start to expose you to more exotic base oils so that your knowledge base can grow. And camellia oil is a light oil that happens to be very nourishing to the skin, which makes it perfectly suited for our use in a facial oil. So, let me put on my safety glasses, and you should too, and then we'll get to the recipe. To make our nighttime facial oil, all you have to do is add 2 drops of chamomile essential oil to 2 teaspoons of camellia oil. Now be careful with chamomile because it does come out quickly. Okay. Once you've added your essential oils, put your cap on it and gently shake to incorporate the essential oil of chamomile into the base oil of camellia. It's just that easy. Now I want to remind you that chamomile is a member of the Asteraceae family, so if you suffer from ragweed, I would highly recommend performing a skin patch test before applying this facial oil to your face. It's called the nighttime facial oil because it's best used after you've cleansed your face before you go to bed as part of your nighttime ritual. To apply, simply tilt it over and get a little on your fingers and apply in gentle circular motions on your freshly cleansed face. Allow the oil to stay on your face all evening and wake up to fresh, renewed skin. While I finish applying this, let's move on to our next recipe. Here's what you're going to need to make an Air Purification Room Spray. 24 drops of clove essential oil, Syzygium aromaticum. 24 drops of cinnamon essential oil, Cinnamomum zelanicum. 24 drops of lavender essential oil, Lavandula angustifolia, 24 drops of peppermint essential oil, Mentha piperita, 24 drops of pine essential oil, Pinus sylvestris, 24 drops of rosemary essential oil, Rosmarinus officinalis, and 24 drops of thyme essential oil, Thymus vulgaris. You'll need 4 ounces of alcohol and 4 ounces of distilled water. You'll also need an 8-ounce container in which to put your final room spray. To speed things up, I've gone ahead and added the 4 ounces of alcohol to our 8-ounce container. As a reminder, if you're using your room sprays for personal use, you can use any 80 proof or higher vodka. However, if you are planning to sell your room sprays, you will need to purchase perfumer's alcohol, which you can find by doing a search on the internet. So let's get to that air purification room spray. As you know from a previous episode, we're using the vodka in this room spray to help the essential oils blend more effectively with the water, because normally oil and water don't mix. The alcohol is also acting as a preservative in this room spray. If you wanted to use this formula in a vaporizer instead of a room spray, you would simply blend the essential oils together and add a few drops to a vaporizer. So, let's add our first essential oil. We need 24 drops of clove essential oil. We need 24 drops of cinnamon essential oil. We need 24 drops of lavender essential oil. We need 24 drops of peppermint essential oil. "24 drops of pine essential oil, "24 drops of rosemary essential oil, and finally 24 drops of thyme essential oil. Okay. Now what you'll want to do is temporarily put the cap back on top of the bottle and give it a good shake so that you allow the vodka to do its work on the essential oils and help make them more soluble in water. Alright, that's probably good enough. Now the recipe calls for 4 ounces of distilled water. Obviously, what we're just going to do is top off the container with water. So get out your funnel and very carefully add the water to the container. Leave enough room so that you can shake it, because you'll want to shake it each time before you spray it into the room. So let's give it a shake. remove the cap, and spray. This particular room spray would be great around flu season or colds. It's good during the winter time. Particularly if you live with someone else, when they catch a cold, this is going to help prevent you from catching the same cold. So there you have it. 2 simple recipes, simple to make, simple to use. That's everyday aromatherapy. We'll see you next time.